And now for our next news special report.
Breaking news tonight as the political world braces for impact. Trump's legal team launches a bold counteroffensive while a wave of discontent builds among voters. Are we on the brink of a seismic shift in American politics? From courtroom drama to election day predictions, we are covering it all. But the story doesn't end there, so stick around for my final thought that'll make you rethink everything you thought you knew about the upcoming election. This is one special report you can't afford to miss. Now, folks, just like the legal system seems rigged against certain individuals, your energy bills are stacked against you. While the elites waste taxpayer money on frivolous lawsuits, average Americans struggle with skyrocketing power costs, but there is a way to fight back. Introducing this device. It's like having a skilled defense attorney for your electricity usage. It plugs into any outlet, reducing waste and lowering your bills. Don't let the power companies drain your wallet. Go to don'twastepower.com now for a 60-day risk-free trial, 65% off and free shipping. That's don'twastepower.com. Order now and take back control of your energy costs. Now, let's dive into this explosive report. Trump's legal team, they are on the offensive, filing a motion to recuse Judge Engoron from the New York fraud case. Why? Because of alleged misconduct that could turn this case on its head. Trump's legal spokesperson, Elena Haba, breaks it all down for us. Watch.
Misapplying law to fact is very different than what this motion is, and I just want to be really clear for the listeners on what happened here. This attorney, Mr. Bailey, went on TV bragging about the fact that he had spoken with the judge that was sitting on our case, Judge Engoron. The judge had not issued his final decision on this case, and this attorney, who has sued Trump, Sean, more than 6 times, has now gone up to a judge sitting on an active case and spoken to him about the case. That is not allowed. He never notified the parties. Not allowed. This goes way beyond anything else that we already know. And it gave us another reason to say, yet again, you need to step down. You need to take your robe, your code of judicial conduct seriously. As we know and have heard, there's obviously the Office of Attorney Ethics and Judicial Commission looking at this, but we cannot wait any longer for these judges to sit there and make the right decision. So we have to act, and the Trump team's going to continue to push and put the true facts out. We've also subpoenaed the individual, and we're going to look at what their communications were and see how much more corrupt, let me correct myself, this case is from what we already knew.
Would this vacate the decision?
If this was influenced, if we do find out about it, absolutely there are grounds to vacate the decision for a reversal. Frankly, as we know, this case was a sham to start with. As you said, Bragg has completely dismissed people that were violent on campuses. But when it comes to Trump, we have a different standard. This has to stop. I can tell you in November, I would push President Trump 100% to correct the judicial process and to stop this dual system of justice. It has to. We have to reverse it. The case was a joke to start with, just like every other case against President Trump. I'm just really proud of the team, and I want to say one thing very clearly. I know that everybody hears a lot of noise of this legal lawfare against President Trump, but as we've seen, every single one from Jack Smith to Fani to now Engoron will come down crashing like the domino effect that they are. They are fake, and we will clean house in November, that's for sure.
You heard it here, folks. This isn't just about misapplying law to facts. We're talking about a judge potentially discussing an active case with an attorney who sued Trump multiple times. That's a big no-no in the legal world. But here's where it gets even more interesting. While Trump battles his uphill legal fight, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg is letting pro-Palestinian rioters off the hook, the same rioters who forced NYPD officers to climb through windows to evacuate a building at Columbia University. So why the double standard? Well, it's clear as day. Their last name isn't Trump. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court could drop a bombshell any day now with their decision on Trump's immunity in the January 6th case. This could reshape the entire political landscape. But wait, there's more. Remember that $18 million valuation of Mar-a-Lago? Let's put that in perspective. A 2-acre oceanfront lot in Palm Beach goes for $1.5 million and up. Now, compare that to Mar-a-Lago oceanfront on the Intercoastal, a historic property, 54 bedrooms, pristine condition. The numbers just don't add up. Now, let's shift gears to the upcoming election. Fox News contributor Tammy Bruce, she's got a warning for the Democrats. Watch.
people are, working hard, living their lives, trying to pay the bills. They're thinking about their own futures, right? The kids in school and what's going on with your personal lives. The United States and any government should be helping us to facilitate being able to do that in peace, that we don't have to worry about the government or what the government's doing that makes our neighborhood dangerous, right? There's always going to be crime and problems. Yeah. But what's important about this issue in particular, it's a direct result of decision making in Washington. It's a policy that occurs. Kate Steinle, and we've been dealing with this obviously for a long time. America's the greatest country on earth. Of course people want to come here. But illegal immigration has been a major issue, and not just because it's not fair, and it's not for those who are coming here illegally, which we want to have migrants, obviously. We're a country of migrants. But the issue is law and order. That's what becomes the issue for Americans. This is a symbol. It's a symptom. It's like if you feel a lump and you know it's something more serious, you've got to deal with all of it. Otherwise, it gets out of hand. So you have, yes, individuals, and we only know about these. We don't know of all the crime. So these are the ones that we see. And it's a reminder that, wait, if this is out of control and the government knows it's a problem and facilitates it, what else are they doing? How can we rely on the future? And the answer is you can't. When the shopping cart is the most expensive vehicle now in the United States, we could argue. Yeah. What are we expecting when clearly it matters to Americans, and yet the Democrats, through Biden and some Republicans, are almost punishing us for caring about the border, saying, like a battering husband, because you like that, I'm going to destroy it. That's what this feels like. And Americans, we will have a quiet riot in the voting booth.
She hits the nail right on the head. Americans are feeling the impact of Washington's decisions right in their neighborhoods. It's not just about illegal immigration. It's about law and order, about trusting our government to keep us safe. And here's the kicker. Bruce predicts a quiet riot in the voting booth. Americans are fed up and they're ready to make their voices heard. Now, looking back at the legal battles of President Trump, Haba didn't mince words. She's pushing for a complete overhaul of the judicial process if Trump wins in November. And her message is clear. The dual system of justice has to stop. From the courtroom to the ballot box, it's clear that we are in for a wild ride. And the left's in panic mode for good reason. The tides are turning, and November could be a reckoning like we've never seen before. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. America stands at a crossroads. The legal battles we've witnessed aren't just about Trump, they're about the very foundations of our republic. When justice becomes a tool for political vendettas, we all lose. But there is hope. The American people are waking up, and November could bring the change we desperately need. Remember the words of Thomas Jefferson. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. It's time for every American to stand up and be counted. Our republic depends on it.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.